Kings and queens, your majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always retaining. Trust you and yours are well, and you are loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you, my esteemed subscribers. You're loved, celebrated, and appreciated. So, I am a soldier, not a politician. I want to take you through the heart-touching speech that the youngest president in the world gave to his people. When you listen to this speech, I want you to pick something that you would hold. Do not look at it like it is just Traore talking. Just look at it like it is our ancestors that are speaking through Traore. The way the elders were sat and they were listening keenly to this guy blew my mind. The silence in the air when Traore was speaking to his people blew my mind. And the facts and the realities that Traore brought out blew my mind. And without wasting your time, I want us to step into this and have a look at what he has for us.
I am not a politician and I don't beat around the bush. I am a soldier and I prefer to tell you the truth. Everyone is free to take it or leave it. Everyone drives their car, everyone lives well. We eat in the morning, we eat in the afternoon and evening, and we do whatever we want to do. We are free to speak, to say what we want. This is democracy. This is the law. That's all. That's all we know in Ouagadougou. But go and see them, the children who are skin and bones. Go see those who are starving. Go see those women who can no longer breastfeed because they have nothing left in their breasts. Go see them. Let's not pretend. If our journalists don't have the courage to go out in the field and bring back these images, it's because we want to whitewash Burkina's image. I'm telling you, it's false. It exists. When I tell you about people who eat grass, those who want to contest, I will take them to see it continues. It hasn't even stopped, because we have managed to supply some villages, but others not yet. We are still on the way. No civilian can even support us with trucks, so we can show solidarity with these populations. What kind of integrity is this? What is integrity, Burkina Faso? What is it? This lack of support has deeply unsettled and revolted us. Until we truly address the core issues plaguing this country, we will remain in a state of unrest and discontent. For the moment, we've managed to secure some trucks in the army and have been using our own means to transport supplies. However, this hasn't really added much to the support for the starving populations. And even in doing this, there's been a distinct lack of empathy. The citizens were aware of the situation, but they've remained on the sidelines. This is to say that solidarity has disappeared in Burkina. Have pity for the people, have pity for the youth, have pity for the children. What have these villagers done so that when the sun sets, they find themselves in caves and under trees? They leave village after village, and in the morning they come back to see if everything is okay before returning. They sleep in the bush. They cannot sleep in their homes. We don't tell you these truths. This is the reality of Burkina. We only see our cities. We are responsible for what happens to us, and we will be fully responsible for what will follow, whether it is good or bad. It will depend on our behavior in the future. Everyone gives their best. And I think we can get there. I am optimistic. I have faith. And it will happen.
Now, how can you compare this leader with the leaders we have currently in Africa? Just the way he speaks to his people, he was implanting knowledge into them. He was talking to them in a way that even if they get home, before they take action, they will calculate it. That is a leader. That is a hero. That is the kind of leader we need in Africa. Not those that are politicians. Africa needs savior. like a real savior. Africa needs somebody that can stand, sacrifice. Not people, not someone that is just going to come and preach politics, promises, and go. No, Africa needs people that are going to be dedicated. Africa needs leaders that are going to be dedicated. These are the kind of people we need right now. It's not a politics. It's not kind of politics stuff right now. You and I know that with the kind of leaders we have now, what should I call them? Is it puppets? The kind of leaders we have now, there is no way Africa can be saved. You and I know this thing. There is no way Africa can be saved with the current ECOWAS leaders and African Union leaders we have. People that are ready to promise the Western leaders their whole entire resources so that they can get into power. Just listen to the way leaders speak. The issue I have is that during election, you barely see leaders like this that you can vote for. You barely see them. Because I think the party changes them. Just listen to the way he talk to them. I'm not a politician, I'm a soldier. He tell them about their women, what they are going through. He told them about the people, the children, their future. He showed them the angles they need to see and the reason they need to do better. That's how a leader speak. As I'm listening to him, I'm sorry the way I shouted, because as I was listening to this guy, I was vibrating inside. Imagine his soldiers. This guy is a leader. This guy is, if I don't know, saint, a kind of saint sent to his people. I wish they can exchange him, like we can have him in our country. Because, damn.
Your Majesties, those are the words of Ibrahim Traore, the hero of the Sahel, the hero of the continent of Africa, the hero of the melanated community. Those words sank deep into my heart. And I don't know, if it doesn't touch you, I don't know what kind of hearts you have. I don't know if you have emotions at all. I don't get it, Your Majesties, if you have a soul. This guy is calling on his, cabinet members, reminding them that their selfishness is what is costing the lives of the poor ones that most people are refusing to go cover. Their journalists are refusing to cover. Because they want to keep it like, oh, now Burkina Faso is like this, Burkina Faso is like that. But no, the realities are there that people cannot still sleep because of the selfishness of some of them who have decided to still be working secretly with the French government, with the American government. Wickedness and selfishness. A lot of us have it in us as the African people. So even when we have a government that is ready to work, we try to bring them down. We become that pin on their neck to frustrate them, to break them down. And Traore is aware of this game that these people are playing. We complain almost all the time. Our leaders are to be blamed. Now, what if we have leaders like Traore and the people become people that are not supportive of their government? We have a lot of snitch in Burkina Faso who have decided to snitch on their land and their government. The government is trying every best. This young man is putting everything all in. But those old men in the cabinet are still trying to frustrate the effort of this man. And we are shouting, it is the Europeans that are to be blamed. What is wrong with us? I was saying in the other video, we lack survival skills. We don't always want to put our race first because we lack survival skill. What is wrong with us, with our head? Even if we are monkeys, truly. Monkeys also have some sense of patriotism among their own communities. Even if we are monkeys, even if we are animals, what is wrong with us? We are easy to point fingers. It is them that did this. It is them that did that. They had survival skills, so they came to take out what will make them survive and live on the planet. What is wrong with it? So why can't we also take out what is going to be of good for ourselves and our people? Why are we so always okay to point accusing fingers and don't want to look into us and see the evil that we do within? This young man is going out there breaking his back and his brain to think on how to see, to how to keep Burkina Faso moving. And the same citizens who should support this man, who claim that they are into politics, are the ones that are being used to destroy the effort of this young man. What else do we want as the African people? We shout, this one is a bad one, that one is a bad one. When opportunity is given to us, how do we use the opportunities? We misuse these opportunities and throw it away because we lack survival skills. It is high time we tell ourselves the truth. If we don't change the way we look at ourselves as melanated people, as Africans, nothing will change. If we don't begin to see how to put our heads together to work for the good of our brothers and sisters and not ourselves alone, nothing will change. If we don't stop being selfish and wicked, nothing will change. I keep saying it. All these leaders came from a family. There is no leader in the African community that flew from some sky and jumped down. All of them had a family. They had parents. They have homes. If we are shouting as the African people that our leaders are bad and wicked, it is an image or a picture of who we are. If we don't work on our homes, work on our children, work on ourselves, we are just wasting our time. Because over and over again, these people will come and defeat us. You heard that white guy. Maybe I'm going to leave the clip at the end of this video. He said, instead of them to be slaves, for them to be slaves, they better kill their children and set themselves on fire before they can be slave to the African people, before they can be slave to the melanated people. What he said is that if they sense that this war, they are going to be defeated, they would use their hand to kill their children and then set themselves on fire. He said that. That is to say, they are willing to go to hell. They are willing to go to hell if that is what will make them escape being slaves to the black people. And we are here joking. You see a black person, you shine your teeth. You see a white person, you shine your teeth. You sell your birthright. We don't have survival skills the moment we see other races. But if it's our own race, our survival skills is over 100%. What is wrong with us? When are we going to change? We always hate it. When the evil we do is brought to our faces, we always hate it. We always don't want to accept our faults, our mistakes. We always like to point fingers. Is this person that is the fault? Is that person that is the fault? When am I going to point at myself and say, okay, I'm the one that did this evil. I am sorry for it. I'm going to pay for it. When am I going to point at myself and see myself as the cause of a problem? No, we don't see ourselves as the cause of a problem. We always see other people. We always transfer. Is the Europeans, is the Americans, is the Asians, is the Kiniko. What about you? What are you doing that is contributing to the downfall of your countrymen and of the continent? What is that thing you're doing that you need to change about? We don't think. Because we feel that's not our business. We don't think. It's not a problem to us. Enough of pointing, accusing fingers on other people. Let's begin to work on ourselves. Be it any part of the continent you're from or any part of the melanated community that you belong to. Let's begin to work on ourselves. Enough of all this nonsense of shifting blames. Shifting blames to people. Oh, this person is the fault. Oh, that person is the fault. When will you accept that you are the fault and work on yourself?
First of all, they're called facts. And secondly, maybe you need to do some introspection. Why do you think that so many people around the world, Asians and Europeans, don't like you Africans? Is it because you are the last to join civilization, but you are the least grateful for being allowed to join? No, you can't catch us. In Europe, we have a saying that goes, rather dead than a slave. We will burn our continent and kill all our children before you capture us. We will never be your slaves. Do you understand that? This is a mentality difference between us and you. You were the slaves because you were weak. That's your problem. Fix it.
Leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section, and I'll see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, always your majesties. Bye for now.